ISKILDE is an artesian spring discovered recently in the Danish Lake Highland, a stunningly beautiful and remote region on the Jutland Peninsula. The Highland region was shaped more than 10,000 years ago during the end of the latest ice age. At this place, the gigantic retreating glaciers paused for some time, regenerated life, and then pushed back in a last desperate battle against the changing climate. Moving forward, the edge of the ice cap was shoveling up mountains of sediment, and inevitably huge chunks of glacier were buried in the process. At the same time, in front of the glacier, enormous rivers of melted water created the deltas of eroded sand and silt, which in time would become the flat and sandy heather areas of western Jutland. The ice fought hard, but it was all in vain. In the end, the changing climate got the upper hand and forced the ice cap to continue its retreat, leaving behind a complicated geology, plus Denmark's highest hills and some of her largest lakes and streams. In the Tertiary period, large rivers from northern Scandinavia were depositing layers of eroded rock on the Jutland Peninsula. Among these tertiary deposits were layers of glimmering white quartz sand. Quartz sand is in high demand for its unique ability to filtrate water, and sand from this area is used in advanced water filtration systems all over the world. Later, at the end of the latest ice age, the area was center stage for the temporary northeastern ice reverse. Large sections of glacier were buried as the front of the ice cap shoved back and forth, and huge masses of silt were deposited between the layers of quartz sand, ultimately settling into clay as hard as rock. Since the Ice Age, the area has been covered by heather and woods, which in their turn have left a topsoil rich in organic material. It is from these four different types of ground, topsoil, quartz sand, gravel, and clay, that the water of ISKILDE derives its unique character, the deceptively gentle sweetness. The sweetness usually accompanies waters with a very low content of minerals and little or no character. Here, however, it is caused by the rich diversity of minerals, none of which are individually dominant. ISKILDE is an artesian spring. The aquifer lies more than 50 meters below the ground, but the water is under so much pressure that it would reach the surface as an impressing fountain if left on its own. Being under so much pressure, the aquifer is closed for penetration of new water. This could be one of the reasons why the water is so pure. Oxidizing the water enhances its natural taste. The oxygen is carefully bubbled through the water prior to bottling. Enough oxygen is added to make the concentration correspond to 6 times the level of oxygen dissolved in a cold mountain stream. A high content of oxygen provides the water with a mild sparkle, to be seen but not felt in the mouth, a fresh, clean taste, and a soft and silky texture. However, to many people, bottled water is synonymous with sparkling water. Adding acidic carbon dioxide and bubbles to the water gives it a very characteristic sharpness, which is distinctly different from anything you can get at your tap. To accommodate this demand, we have created an ISKILDE with a tender sparkle. Impregnated with just 1 bar of carbon dioxide, it retains much of the innocence of the oxygen version, but with that teasing bite that lovers of sparkling water appreciate.
Jamen, da vi startede restauranten her, der skulle vi jo også have noget vand, og vi valgte dengang at sige, at vi ville ikke servere postevand, som vi ellers har i hagen selvfølgelig. Så vi var ude og kigge rundt omkring, hvad vi kan finde af kildevandsproducenter, og faldt så over ISKILDE som den danske kildevandsproducent. Smagte og blev nærmest, kan man sige, lidt forelsket i det lige fra starten. Både på grund af smagen, synes jeg meget unikt, meget blød, meget frisk. Hvad kan man sige, nogle kildevand kan jeg godt fornemme nogle gange smager lidt for meget, enten af jord eller klor, eller hvad man skal sige, men det her helt rent, meget flot, meget blød, igen også designet af flasken for eksempel, for at tage sådan ting også, er jo helt unik, helt ren. Præsenterer i hvert fald stedet her super godt, og det er vi meget tilfredse med. Vores gæster har også taget rigtig godt imod iskilden. Lige snart de smager det, så er de solgt. Udseendet af flasken også meget stilren, passer perfekt til stedet her. Og så den her lille dialog, som man også kan få omkring et glas kildevand, da der står de her små historier bagpå.
ISKILDE comes in glass bottles only. Glass bottles are cleaner than PE bottles and they retain the oxygen and the carbon dioxide better. We have two sizes of bottles. We have half-litre bottles and 1-litre bottles. The blue ones are the still waters with oxygen and the white ones are the sparkling waters with carbon dioxide. We pack the bottles in these nice boxes. There's 16 half-litre bottles to a small box or 9 1-litre bottles to a large box.